So Turcanil and I are escorting a couple of the lone villagers from the small village over to the main village by our base so that we can properly start breeding them. And it looks like I just ran out of backspace. That's not good. So we're almost there. The villagers are technically there, and it's a good thing since it is getting dark. So I'm going to go ahead and clean up my bags, pick up some stuff, and we'll see about getting these guys breeding. Alright, so you remember our little door setup from quite a while ago. I went and laid all these doors out with their associated light counterpart on the opposite side, just to kind of fulfill the requirements of a house. You can see this guy thinks he's indoors, and this has caused our villagers that we brought over to start breeding because they saw all of the extra housing that was available, and so they're trying to populate our village now. So we've got quite the number of villagers so far. Nowhere near as many as we're going to need, but it's a good start to at least get our villager population back up so that we can start work on our iron foundry very shortly, I would hope. So we're probably going to move a few of these into an actual villager breeder so that they're easier to transport after they've been bred, but for now this is sufficient. You can see them all gathering in their little homes here. And apparently they think this is a home too for some reason, probably because the light source. They probably think it's part of this door. But either way, our village is well underway. We do have a couple of iron golems that Turcanil actually left here for us on his way back to his base. So our villagers should be fairly well protected from any creepy crawlies that come around. As you can see, we put torches on all the buildings because we did have a few creepers falling off from up there. You can even see our sheep farm right through there. But I think we're good here. Let's get out of here before these guys annoy us too much. We do have some progress on our little water bottle generator here. So you can see we got a little bit of lighting here. I did pop this and check it some time ago. It was at about 16,000 water bottles, which is already more than we'll likely be able to use in our lifetime, but it's still filling up just for the sake of obsessive overstocking. Now this device here is pretty simple. We have pretty much 160,000 bits of cobblestone here that's been generated due to our quarry. We could have used one of these to generate it as well, such as what it's doing for our water bottle maker, but you know, we had to put it somewhere with our quarry, so it's going and just making these into stone and stuffing them in our little stone cache here. And then I have our cyclic assembler here, which loads through the schematic, which uses this schematic, which basically uses 4 stone to make stone bricks. And I can feed this from our stone here into a stone brick cache, which I actually have on me here. We got 4,000 stone bricks. So we should be pretty good for the quantity of bricks that we would need to pretty much start whatever project we want next. And I'm debating whether we're going to do our iron foundry or if I'm going to do a mob farm first. It's kind of a toss-up on the two. I'm kind of leaning more towards the iron foundry since that's more of a server-wide benefit and it'll always run whether we're there or not. So it could be running while we're making our mob farm. But I have been working on our mob farm in a creative world, and making a lot of adjustments and revisions to it from the version that you saw in my how-to video on the cheap efficient mob farm. And I'm still going to use the waterfall idea just to show that it does work and that there's no real downside to doing it that way, except for the water propagation time. But all that's going to do for us is actually give us a continual stream of mobs as opposed to having them all come out at once, which actually, for what I have going, is going to be of more benefit to us than a drawback. So you'll have to stay tuned for that. But it's working out pretty well so far, I think. We just have to figure out what to do with the witches. And I'm thinking dropping them into lava might be a good solution for now. The iron golems in a lava pit, well, not a lava pit, but in the pit that would have had the lava, might be the other route that we do, so that they'll actually kill the witches for us. But I haven't tried that yet. It's just been something I've been kind of toying with. Right now I just have iron golems in line to try to kill them, but they don't do a very good job unless if they're standing on top of the witches. So I'm gonna give it a shot, see how it goes, and once I get it hammered out, we'll build a mob farm. But I guess that kind of makes it the iron foundry by default then. So that might be another episode or two away, depending on what we have available. Actually, I'm gonna have to build a infinite villager breeder and probably get some more cobble going. We do have our wool, which is used in the build to help us place our doors, and it will require a lot of wood. And you can see here I had some wood going through our processing plant here and going into our little cache, so I don't think we have near enough that we need for doors. Let's see, 1600, and the doors take 6 a piece. Yeah, we'll have a few hundred doors maybe, but probably not the 900 or so that it requires. I'm gonna have to make a cache just for wooden doors, just so I can take them all over there with me in one go, rather than having to come up with some fancy way of carrying them all, because that would not be fun, taking 900 doors in this small inventory. So it's nice that we have these caches and that they're portable. Yeah, I would really miss these in a vanilla game. So in order to do our iron foundry, we need a lot of villagers, so I'm going to make a villager breeder. But more than just making a villager breeder, I am going to make a villager trading hall as well to tie into that villager breeder, so we can continue benefiting from it even when we have our iron foundry up and going. So I am hollowing out this area here that I had originally thought might be good for our nether portal, but we didn't actually use for that. But I think it'll be a pretty good spot. It'll be far enough away from our actual village there outside that it shouldn't interact. And we can just go ahead and make cells right along here on both walls so that we can trade with our villagers. And I'm going to use Daedalus design for the trading hall. And there's a guy named Novik who came up with a pretty decent 1.8 ready spawning breeding area that all attach to Daedalus's trading hall. And the nice thing about the trading hall that Daedalus came up with is it does automatically populate the cells properly, but it also gives you a destruction option, so you can kick any bad trades out of your hall and they automatically go to a killing room. And the killing room is the important part, as you can't really turn off a infinite village breeder without breaking the doors. So having some way to actually go and kick them into a fire pit or something like that, just to keep the number of villagers in check, is a needed portion of any kind of trading hall. So I'm going to combine those two. You'll see them in the description as well for links if you want to build it in your own world. And let's go ahead and finish cleaning this out and get started on the build itself. Okay, we have done some more work here. We actually have this side all set up here. We have our water streams and tripwires. So, yep. Let's reset that. We have our buttons, some glowstone for the villagers to sit on, our wiring in the back. We did have to make some adjustments since the original design that Daedalus has doesn't really cover how to extend the water stream all the way down. So what we had to do is right here, we just went down a block, put a couple of signs above. You can see them right there. Keep from backflow. The water will come along here, and then above here, right on that block, we put another water source, so it's in line with the water that runs along here. And it'll cause them to stall a little bit right here, but they should continue on through due to the step down for this half slab. So we'll have to keep an eye on it, make sure that they actually move through this properly, but that should take care of the water issue. So we do have this side kind of half prepped as well. You know, we have the lines down here for resetting the pistons and lines going up to here to reset the water streams. But we need to finish fleshing out this entire back wall, get the water going through here, and we'll have pretty much both sides that we can just populate with villagers. I do need to bring these two together into a single water stream and have it go to a source for the villagers. I might put it above in the middle here. I'm not entirely sure since we do have our brewing stuff right there. So I might have to just take it far into the back here, maybe behind this wall, I don't know. But we'll at least have an area we can put the villagers in the first place, so that'll be nice. And it'll be nice being able to trade for some emeralds, so I'm looking forward to that. We do have our village out there that I have been trading with temporarily, but it'd be nice just to have kind of a contained area that I can label the villagers and trade with them closer to my base. Hey, look at that! They finally made a baby! So, I've had some issues with our little infinite villager spawner here. And now that it's actually, it looks like it's working, I figured I'd show you what I got going here. We have our water stream that runs into our cell system here. And that water stream, there's a drop right below this dirt block here that I'll remove once we get population in here for seed. And we're gonna put another seed population in here as well. I was going to put it over here and then have it feed into this water stream directly, but apparently instead of putting my doors up here, I needed some open air, some light from outside to be shining in the front of these for it to actually count as a proper village. So I brought it over here, put some glass above, and walled off this area all nice and neat. Put a villager right here in a mine cart. They're a little easier to move around that way, but still, whew, you can see all this remnant track that I got. Trying to get villagers out of here and on up and over to that seed area and into there. I did have a few more villagers up here, but some zombies got them. And you can see, you got track all the way from up there, falls through and comes down, because it's pretty hard to get them up from the village. This would have been atrocious. I would have had to do like a sky bridge or something. But we got them in there. They look like they're starting to populate on us, so this will take a little while. And then once we get both cells going, then I got this extra little water flow here that'll come from this cell and feed this side. Thinking about 8 villagers per side should give us enough spawn rate to actually repopulate any cells that we choose to empty, and we should be good to go. I will put a couple links in the description so you can kind of have a tutorial on exactly what's going on here. Basically, these 6 doors count as a nice populated village. We got 1, 2, and 3 villagers. They're trying to repopulate the village, and they don't count as part of the village population because they're below the doors by more than 6 blocks, because these only count villagers that are within 5 vertical of them, hence why they're down here. So they'll continually repopulate, which is why we needed a lava pit at the end of our water stream there. So now that we got this working, we're just gonna let these guys populate a little bit. I'll keep an eye on them. Hopefully they won't go over 8 before I catch them. But we have a few other things we need to do first. And we'll prepare for our iron foundry. We have a special treat for you today. We are actually on our way to the stronghold. Urkanil will join us in a moment. And we are going to take on the Ender Dragon. This will open up us to some new possibilities by giving us an ability to farm Ender Pearls and Endermen. So this will be a great time for us to run like little sissy girls as the dragon tries to kill us. I think we're prepared enough. We do have blast protection, and we got some blast projectile protection and such. So hopefully, very hopefully, we're able to actually kill this thing in one go. It would suck if we don't. I am good to go.
I only popped my potato since I was out for some reason. Okay.
Ready?
Let's do this.
Steady. And jump!
No!
And I'm inside you, I think.
Yes. We are on a mountaintop. Okay, we can...
Woo! Did you look at something?
No, I did not.
I hear a dragon.
Yep, I'm trying to hit this. What hit me?
Here, I'm going around flanking this.
Got one. There it is.
I'm heading off to get another one.
Okay, I just took a pot shot at the dragon. Boingy, boingy. Got one.
Apparently I offloaded my arrows. Can I borrow one?
Yep.
Throw one down in front of you. I'm coming up behind you. Alright.
Hold on, I gotta find him really quick.
Before the dragon finds us.
There you go. Yep. Oh my god. Get a couple of those.
I didn't get any of them.
Yeah.
Alright, got it.
Okay.
45, you can have some. Did you just stare at one?
Didn't think so, but I guess so. Bring it. Yeah, I guess I apparently saw one. Got him.
Alright. Got my tower.
Got one as the dragon was trying to be healed by it. I think I'm pissing off a couple Endermen.
Probably.
I got one coming after me. Yep. Thank you for the pearls.
Got another one.
Got another one. Let me get that one.
Got another one.
That one. Okay, that one is way too up there, so I'm gonna see if I can ender pearl up to it.
Holy... What was that?
Oh no.
Oh, it's the dragon.
Shot. Got that one. Do you see where it is by any chance?
Nope.
Getting another one.
Oh, there he is.
I see him. Got him. Right as he was flying past it. Nailed him.
I'm gonna catch another tower here in the distance.
I think I hit him as he was flying away. Let's see if I can get this far one over here.
Got another one.
Nice shot. That was the one I was aiming for.
Alright. I'm gonna flank around. Check some of these other ones over here. Looks like you've already got those. Looks like he's healing from one in the distance here.
I'm aiming at one that he just healed on.
Yep, I saw that. Alright, I'm gonna aim at one there. Oh, he flew right through me. Got that one. And that one.
Man, my aim just went
Watch out.
just a hair. I'm not hitting this one. Okay, I have to pause and heal. I can't seem to hit that one for some reason.
I'm trying. Got it.
Nice. Okay, aiming. It's like you're doing fire nine arrows. I'm just doing silent.
Pegged him.
A couple times.
He's having a hard time healing.
Oh, that was smart. I tossed my bow down.
Oh, watch out, they're all around us.
I'm aware.
Got him.
Got him. The hardest part is not looking at the Enderman.
At least if he comes straight at you, you can just peg him in the face and he redirects.
Yep.
Looks like he's kind of like a ping pong. He just changes direction whenever you touch him. I think I put Unbreaking 3 on my bow.
I didn't. I forgot. Hello. There's an Enderman standing like right on top of me.
Yeah, that happens.
I need to move because that one is like right there. Okay, where is
Shame he doesn't drop a skull when he dies.
Now you just get the dragon egg if you want to steal that. Got him. Come on. Come back here. Got him. I don't think he's healing any longer. That's always a good sign.
Yeah, he hasn't healed in a while, so I think we got most of the... He's a-searching for him, though. Saved your life, man.
Bring it, man! Come on, bring it! I want him to peg me in the face.
A little short burst there. Stupid random direction stuff.
Right through it. Almost got him.
Don't die in the pillar.
Yeah, that would be a pain in the butt to have to dig up to.
Oh, here he comes.
More shot. Got it. Now,
And that is it.
XP explosion.
Exploding! Uh-oh. It's the credits.
It's the credits.
And I am back at my base.
All right, let's head back to the end and go.
Collect. And splash. Well, at least we have endstone as a building material now.
Yep.
I think it's this way.
Do you see it?
Stare at the floor. Stare at the floor. Alright, so... What's the egg do for you again?
It's just pretty. So there's just the one egg. That's it. Oh, I was gonna record with it up there. Oh.
It's moving. It's moving.
All right, we had to run back into the end so that we could, you know, pick up the experience. Em has been playing with the dragon egg here. But we now have a way in and out, so I'm going to place a little bit of obsidian right here so we can, you know, run up to it. There we go. That's better.
Alright. That is the dragon at the end. Didn't really damage my bow too much, but sure glad I have infinite arrows.
You know, while we're here, I'm going to go piss off some airmen. Come here! Come here! Wahaha.
Huh, looking at them's not really doing much. Oh, there they go. Watch out.
Oh, they're swarming on you. They're swarming on you.
That's why I'm on a pillar. Oh, crap. egg was in the wrong spot.
Quickly, get up on my leash.
There.
Wah. Now it's just pure dumb fun.
Four tall. Yeah. Apparently 3 tall pillar is not as good as a 4 tall pillar. Maybe I should eat something.
Easy wise. Enderman combat. You attack. When using the ender, you just attack. Then you don't really worry about a whole lot.
A few of them pissed off at me. Let's see who comes and says hi. Here comes one.
I got a couple here. Come here. Let myself get knocked off.
A little bit easier than hunting your desert, huh?
Yeah, don't have to run anywhere. You just... That's still funny to watch.
Is that you shooting arrows?
Yeah, just thought I'd pop a couple at them. I wanted to test and see if they could still teleport away if you tried to shoot at them after hitting with the ender. Apparently so.
Alright. Back to our usual activities.
Yep, we'll kill a couple more and then head back to our regularly scheduled programming.
Well, I hope you have enjoyed our slaying of the Ender Dragon. But also, one thing that I want to point out is if you look, we basically downed him in an exact straight line from where we ported in. So, perfectly straight line. Very, very unintentional, but pretty cool nonetheless. So, thank you for joining us for this episode, and I hope you enjoyed it. Maybe you saw a strategy you can use for your own fight against the Ender Dragon. But join us next time. We'll go ahead and finish our Villager Trading Center and probably get to work on our Iron Foundry, so you don't want to miss it. So please subscribe so you can get that notification when that video comes out. And go ahead and hit that like button as well. It's certainly worthwhile and appreciated, and it does mean a lot to me. So thank you for watching, and have a good evening.